So we'll just come down onto the floor onto our hands and knees. God, I feel like I've not been here forever. Let's start with our wrists, guys. So just a nice big circles with the shoulders around the wrist. So we're just pushing through the floor with straight arms and just warming up those wrists a little bit. So just work in one direction to begin with. All right, and then let's change direction back the other way. So just again, nice big circles around. All right, and then from there, we are going to go into some first knuckle push-ups. So we're just going to fold through the hands. So we're just going to go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then from there, we're just going to change hand position every time. So fingers are going to spin forwards, spin in, spinning back, out to the side. We're just going to work through that, guys, just making sure that you're stretching out the fingers and the hands. Alrighty, so from there, let's just come up, interlace your fingers and just do some nice big circles rolling off the wrists. Alright, and then as always, we'll take the wrist back the other way. So if you just come onto two fists, then we're just gently opening to the backs of the hands and closing again. Just a little bit of pressure onto the back of the hand, don't need to make it super strong. And then keeping both hands open, guys, we're just going to spin the fingers as far one way as you can. And as far back the other way as you can. So just nice and gently one way and then back the other way. Alrighty, and then from there, let's just again come up, interlace your fingers and just roll off the wrists. And then just as long as you're comfortable from this high kneeling position, let's warm up our neck. So just form those fists, guys, pull your shoulders down away from your ears and we'll just go through flexion and extension. So chin to chest. And then tracking your gaze back along the ceiling. So we'll just work through that, just nice and gently, lifting your chin and your jaw as you take your head backwards. So we'll just do a couple more of those, just flexion and extension to start. All right, and then coming to the center and into some rotation. So just one way and then back the other way. We'll just do a couple more. All right, and then coming back to the center, we're just going to go lateral flexion. So ear to shoulder, center, and then the other side. So just tilting the head one way and then back the other way. Alrighty, and then from there, let's go put that all together. So chin to chest, rotating side bend, nice big circle. And then reversing back the other way. So chin to chest, rotate, circling around. Just think about lifting up through the chin and the jaw. So you do get a little bit of a stretch into the front of the neck as the head goes backwards if you really lift through your chin. All right, so from there, guys, finishing the circle that you're on, we'll come back onto our hands and knees and just go into some cat-cow. So just rounding through the spine, protracting, and then anteriorly tilt your pelvis, rib cage presses down, looking up. And I just want you to work through that. So chin to chest, round the back, and then pressing that rib cage down and looking up. And we're just going to work through a few rounds of this. Take an inhale as you look up towards the ceiling, and then exhale as you tuck your chin, tuck your toe, and round your back. So that's if you want to, and if you don't want to, guys, just stick with more of the cat-cow. If you'd like to, let's just come into some seal rocks. So from here, shoulders pull back and down away from your ears. You can lift your knees off the floor. Just look up towards the sky. Perhaps take a nice deep breath in so it looks like an upward facing dog. And then from there, release your knees to the floor. Start to posturally tilt your pelvis, suck your belly button in, going through shoulder flexion as you press back into child's pose. And then roll forwards again. So suck the belly button in, Hips push towards the wrists, looking up towards the sky, taking a breath in, and knees to the floor and rolling back. And we'll just take ourselves through a couple of rounds of that. And if you are still just working on cat-cow, that's totally fine as well. Usually it's if there's any lower back issues that we don't want to come into this one. All right, so perhaps just one more of each, and then I'll get you to finish back in child's pose. So we'll all just meet back in that position, knees to the floor, pressing your bum back. All right, and then from there, back to kneeling, we're just going to do some thread the needle to warm up our rotation a little bit. So you guys should know, I'm going to take one hand, I'm going to thread it through underneath the other armpit. And I can let this supporting arm bend, and it's like I'm trying to put the shoulder, my shoulder on the floor. And then I take that arm up to the sky and then pull into a little bit of rotation just from this quadruped position. And we'll just work through a few of those. Don't worry about how many you're doing, guys. Just keep working with me until I tell you to change over to the other side. And you can let the supporting arm bend as much as needed to get into the bottom range of movement there. So we'll just do maybe a couple more of these. Thread that arm through. And reaching up. All right, so finish the one you're on, and then just over to the other side. So thread the arm through, and again, reaching up. And we'll just work our way through a couple of reps. Doesn't need to be super strong. We will be doing some more rotational stuff in a bit. Alrighty, so finish the one that you're on, come back to high kneeling, fingertips onto your shoulders and just drawing some really big circles with your elbows. So squeezing your shoulder blades together, pulling your elbows back. Alright, we're just going to work here for another, in this direction, another 3, 2, and 1, and then change direction back the other way. So nice big circles, squeeze those shoulder blades together. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then from there, guys, let's place the hands behind the head. We're just going to do some retraction of the shoulder blades. Just be mindful when you do it that you're not kind of arching your back. So keep your rib cage, belly button pulled in. Hands behind the head. And then from here, just squeeze your shoulder blades together, pulling your elbows backwards and hold there for 3, 2, and 1. And relax those elbows forwards. And again, squeeze and hold for 3, 2, and 1. That's 2. And again, 3, 2, and 1, that's 3. We'll do 2 more. Squeeze and hold for 3, 2, and 1, that's 4. Last one, 3, 2, and 1, that's 5. All right, so just give the shoulders a little rest. So, guys, we're going to do a warm-up kind of, the exercise in the first set are going to be more warm-up. We'll gradually build into it if we need to make it a little bit harder. There's 4 exercises though, and we're going to do it 2 times 3. So that's quite a bit of time it's going to take us to get through this, all right? So the first one is going to be some chow ping. So you're going to take a weight if you have one. You'll also need, if you've got it, guys, a couple of tennis balls, just the usual suspects, and a stick, all right? So if you've got any of these things, you can. If you don't have a weight for the chow ping, that's totally fine. Just squeeze a tennis ball. Or you might want to grab a can of tomatoes or something, all right? You can use the little weight that you decide to use for some of the other exercises that are coming up as well, okay? So guys, just with the chow ping, remember, if I'm using a weight plate, I've just popped my thumb through the hole and just have a quick look. I go palm up. Once I've maxed out shoulder extension with my palm facing up, so that's an external rotation of the shoulder, I then start to rotate my hand, internally rotating the shoulder. And then when I come to my side, my palm is facing forwards. And then I go palm facing down, I max that out, rotate palm facing up when the arm is in front, okay? So let's just, rather than time, just because it gets all a bit confusing, reps, let's go for time. So you're just gonna go palm, I'll keep talking you through it, but palm up, rotate that hand, squeeze and pull the arm behind, palm facing down. And then you just reverse it, palm facing down, rotate, palm facing up. Now, when you do this, guys, as well, I want you to be mindful that you're not rotating, because that's not your shoulder moving anymore. That's just your spine rotating, all right? So just keep working through it. You might notice that when you don't allow yourself to rotate, the arm feels like it's out to the side quite a bit, which is fine, all right? You just want to work in your honest range of movement here, okay? So you've got about another 30 seconds or so left on this side. I do like to use the free hand to kind of check in with that rib cage and midsection, and it really makes me aware of whether or not I'm sort of rotating or arching my back. So we're just going to do, say, like 10 more seconds. So perhaps just finish the rep that you're on. And then from there, we are going to change over to the other side. So you're going to go grab your weight, palm up, rotating, palm facing down. Once you reverse, get to there, reverse that, palm down, rotating through the top, palm facing up. Just keep working through that, guys. We have about 60 seconds of these. I think most of you are either squeezing a tennis ball or using some sort of little weight, which is great. Nice, guys. So just keep working through that. And as the arm goes behind, it's almost like you're squeezing into extension and pulling that arm behind you, trying not to use your body by rotating or arching your back. All right, so we're going to go through another 10 seconds. So I think that's going to be perhaps just finishing the rep that you're currently on. All right, and then from there, if you haven't, guys, grab your tennis balls. If you don't have tennis balls, either form a fist and just squeeze, or you can grab some socks that are rolled up and use them just to crush them, yeah? We're going to go flossing. So I want you to have a little base with the feet, arms out to the side, and we'll roll one shoulder forwards, the other shoulder back, a little reach in the direction of the hand that rotates, and then we just switch. So just working that internal, external rotation with the arms in that horizontal position. So just keep squeezing, guys, and really think about pulling your shoulder. So when we're doing this, remember you really want to pull this shoulder into that internal rotation and then pull it into an external rotation, okay? Little reach in the direction of the hand that rotates up towards the sky. Just keep working through that. Keep crushing those tennis balls or forming a tight fist. Arms are probably starting to burn a little bit by now, which is good because we're warming up. That's halfway. Nice work, guys. Keep on working through that. You've got about 20 seconds left. Last 15 seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, stopping there. All right, so guys, let's grab your stick now. Now, I believe everyone today is everyone's got a stick, have they? Now, we can obviously do, yes, we all got a stick. Okay, so we're going to do some straddle dislocates, but I do like to just warm up the dislocate, warm up the straddle bit separately, and then put it all together. So let's actually just start with the straddle. So let's just space your feet out, stick up onto the shoulders, unlock your knees, and then just do our straddle good morning. So hips push backwards, a little bit of a stretch through those hamstrings, and then coming up and squeezing your butt for 1. So we're only going to do 5 of these. So just really slowly coming down and explore how those hamstrings are feeling, yeah? Hips back and up, that's 3. We'll do 2 more. Hips back and up, that's 4. Last one, hips back and up for 5. All right, so from there, step your feet together. We're then going to go 5 dislocates. So nice straight arms, taking the stick over and coming back for 1. Of course, if you have a weight there that you want to pop onto it, then you can. And coming back, that's 2, over, and back, that's 3, 2 more, and back for 4. Last one, guys, sticking, coming over, and back, that's 5. All right, so now we put it together. So we straddle our legs, we take the stick up overhead, and then from here, unlock your knees. We're going to go through this 1 10 times though, okay? So hips come back, and then pressing up for 1. So remember the stick stays where it is, and you just dislocate your shoulders underneath. And up, that's 2. Hips back, Sounds terrible, doesn't it? Just dislocate your shoulders. That's 3. People who didn't know what I meant would be like, what? This is the weirdest training ever. And up, that's 4. Hips back. And up, that's 5. Hips back. And up for 6. Nice, guys. If it's too easy, hands a bit closer together. That's 7. We have 3 more. And up, that's 8. And up for 9, last one. And up, that's 10. All right, so guys, what we're going to do now is just really gentle rotation on our usual rotation on the floor. And then with the second round, we will take this to the wall, okay? So grab a weight if you've got it, because most of you are capable of using a little bit of load in this, unless you've got a shoulder injury, all right? And then let's go into our lying thoracic rotation, so just opening that chest up and then coming around. I will get you to go through this just for about 60 seconds, okay? And then, like I said, we're going to make the rotation a bit stronger when we come to the wall in a moment, all right? So coming into that position, we'll work 60 seconds. So getting ready, guys, and off we go. Drawing a nice big circle overhead, opening your chest up towards the sky, and coming back around. So again, you guys should know I like us to use our breath a little here. So just breathing in as you open that chest up. Exhale as you come back. I can't wait till the gym opens up just so when I'm coaching, I can do all my own mobility training. Normally I coach 12 to 15 classes a week here and I demonstrate everything, and now I'm not. So I want to do it as well, guys. We've got about 30 seconds left. Nice, guys. You've got last 10 seconds or so. So let's just perhaps think about finishing the rep that you're on. And then once you've done that, you can just roll over to the other side. So flipping over, getting ready, and off we go. So just drawing that really nice big circle overhead, opening your chest up towards the ceiling. Nice, guys. So you've got about 45 seconds left. Just remember the breathing in this one. Nice work. You've got 20 seconds left. Last 5. So finish the rep that you're on. All right. So guys, we are going to go back through another round of this. So we've got our chow ping again. Now, one way to perhaps be a little bit stricter with this exercise is if you want to make it harder, would be just to come to a wall and lean against the wall and just make sure that that shoulder, this shoulder, so my left shoulder's on the wall, that it stays super glued to the wall. Because now I can't rotate if I make sure my shoulder doesn't slide forwards and backwards on the wall. Does that make sense? So if I was here and I'm even doing the slightest rotation, this shoulder is going to come forwards a little bit, okay? So if I go to the wall, it gives me that tactile thing, right? So I can decide, all right, I'm leaning into that wall, squeezing, trying not to arch my back, and now I can't rotate at all, okay? So let's go through that chow ping again, and you may want to use a wall to be a little stricter with yourself. And you can do it from a kneeling position as well, all right? So getting ready, and whenever you're ready, guys, off we go. So remember, it's palm up, rotating, palm facing down. So pretty much shoulder cars, yeah, it's just a different name for it. With the shoulder cars, we tend to come across and continue that rotation, just a little bit of a different exercise. And I do really encourage us to have that weight, just a small weight in the hand if we can. Nice, guys. We have about 30 seconds left. Just keep working through that. Really, now that the shoulders are warmed up, starting to squeeze and pull that arm behind irradiate more tension through your arm and sort of max out each of the positions and squeeze through that rotational part at the top of the movement. You've got about 10 seconds left. So I do want you to finish your reps on full as always, even if it means a little delay to everyone else. All right, so finish the rep you're on, guys, back and around to the start. And then when you're ready, we'll change over to the other side. So spinning around, shoulder against the wall, and off we go. Nice, guys. So palm up, rotating to palm facing down. Nice, and just keep working through that. Nice, keep squeezing tension, nice straight arm. And again, with all of this, I know it's fairly basic stuff we do all the time, but you're always just observing, does one side feel different to the other? One shoulder cap should feel different to the other. We have about 30 seconds left. Nice, guys. Remember your breathing as well. Nice deep breaths in and out. Try not to hold the breath. Last 15 seconds, so it might just be another couple of reps here. Alrighty, guys, so let's finish the rep that you're on, and then we're going to go back to your shoulder flossing. And now, just to make you guys feel like it's old times and that we're in the gym, whilst you do that, I forgot to go to the toilet. So I'm going to take off my mic and I'm going to go to the bathroom and I'll be back. And you've got 60 seconds of shoulder flossing. Okay, guys? So getting those tennis balls off we go. Oh, back. 10 seconds left, guys. I have like the record for going to the toilet the quickest. All right, so let's finish where you're at, guys. We're going to go straddle dislocates again. All right, so let's grab your stick. We'll just start straight into the dislocates this time, not the little warm-uppy bits, yeah? So straight into the straddle ones. So when we're ready, we have 10 reps all together. So let's just straddle those legs, stick overhead, and off we go. Hips go back, and then standing up for one, squeeze your butt. Hips back, and up, that's 2. Hips back, and up for 3. Hips back, and up, that's 4. Nice one, guys. We've got 6 more of these. And up, that's 5. And up for 6, coming down. And up, that's 7. And up for 8. And up, that's 9. Last one. And up for 10. Nice, guys. All right, so we've got our last round of rotation here. Now, again, you could use, if you wanted to, like a weight in this, especially those who've done this plenty of times before. You guys should know we're going to come to the wall and we're going to step the foot that's closest to the wall up. If you're not quite sure, just have a quick look. And then from there, the hand that's closest to the wall is the one that initiates the movement, and that would be the one that I weighted if I was going to. And then I start to windmill my arms, draw a rainbow on the wall, open to this crucifix position, rotate it towards the wall, and then come back around, okay? So you're gonna work through that again for 60 seconds, and you're just trying to pull into that rotation. All right, so coming into the wall, guys, the knee that's closest to the wall is the one that steps up, okay? And then the hand that's closest to the wall is the one that moves first. I windmill, I rotate to this position, and then come back around. Nice one. So off we go. Remember the breathing as well. Just taking that nice deep breath in. Nice, guys. Nice big circle around, pulling into that rotation and just working through that. Now, if it's too hard, you move yourself out from the wall. Nice. So we've just gone past halfway. Well done, guys. Really squeezing into that twist. Last 10 seconds, so perhaps just one more rep. All right, and then let's step the foot that's closest to the wall up. So spinning around to the other side, I should say, and then stepping up. Nice one. And then when you're ready, guys, getting started, off we go. Nice, guys. So remember the breath as well. Nice big circles. Well done, guys, all the way around. All right, so finishing the one that you're on there, guys. All right, so what we are going to do is go through just our little rotator cuff set, the one that I always do in the gym. Now, I appreciate that some of us might not have that much weight, okay? So you're just going to work with what you've got for today, and you could even just work through the movement like crushing a tennis ball. It's going to help, though, if you even had 1 kilo or something, all right? So I would normally do this rotator cuff one, like, you know, I usually say anywhere from 2 to 5 kilos. So even if you went and you grabbed yourself like a tin of tomatoes or something, right? You're just working through, coming down and then lifting up. We are then going to go into the power raise. So lifting up and then coming down. And this one obviously asks for a little bit of stability through the bottom shoulder as well, okay? So let's sit up. Let's use the hand that's on the floor to push through the floor. Remember, elbow is just below the line of the shoulder, and this angle here at the elbow does not change. So it doesn't open up as you come down. All right, so sitting up nice and tall. And then from here, I'm just going to come down for 3, 2, and 1, and lifting up for 1. 3, 2, and 1. That's 2, 3, 2, and 1. That's 3, 3, 2, 1, that's 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 3, 2, 1, 6, 3, 2, 1, 7, 3, 2, 1, 8, 2 more, 3, 2, 1, 9, 3, 2, and 1. That's 10. Nice, guys. All right, so other side. So even if you are using weight, what I do encourage you to do is as you go through this movement like a radiate, and obviously that's even more important if you're not using weight, but you're just trying to create tension and take that joint through the range of movement, okay? So then getting ready, and off we go. 3, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 1. That's 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 3, 2, 1. That's 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 3, 2, 1. That's 6, 3, 2, 1, 7, 3, 2, 1, 8. 2 more. 3, 2, 1, 9, last one, 3, 2, and 1. That's 10. Nice, guys. All right. So from there, we will go to the power raise. Now, again, weight-wise, because if you have the luxury of weights, this one will likely need, a lot of us might need to be lighter. Otherwise, just using the weight that you have, just popping onto the elbow. Now, we're going to go for time on this one, 45 seconds, okay? Now, remember, my hips are forwards here. See my knees on the floor? Got a nice, strong little crunch position here into my bottom side. And then from there, we're just going to lift up. And then coming down nice and slow, that same tempo that we were doing, okay? This time, guys, I'll get you to just work through it for 45 seconds. So that should be 10 to 12 reps on this side. So off we go. Got 45 seconds. So bottom knee is on the floor. Top leg is straight, hips are forwards. Everyone looks good. Well done. Coming down nice and slow. Remember, placement of that top hand is in line with the bottom elbow as opposed to down by the hip. So it comes across you like a bit like a capsule stretch position. Just keep working through that. Nice, guys. You have about 10 seconds left. All right, so finishing the rep that you're on and then getting ready, and we'll change over to the other side. All right, so starting in 3, 2, and 1, off we go. Nice, guys. Keep working through it. You have 15 seconds left. Nice. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, stopping there. All right, we're going to go through one more round. All right, so I'll count these ones again. So sitting onto the floor, guys, elbow in line with the shoulder. Now, like I said, if you're using a lightweight, you think that doesn't feel like a lot, imagine you're flexing everything, and as you work through that, you're like really squeezing and flexing. So you got to remember, we're still, even though we want to work the rotator cuff to make it stronger, we just got to work with what we've got. And actually, this is really good for your joint as well, the joint capsule. So irradiating a bit like pin stretch, yeah? So let's come into this position, sitting up nice and tall, flex, and then off we go. Down for 3, 2, and 1. That's 1. 3, 2, and 1. 2, 3, 2, 1. That's 3, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 5, 3, 2, 1, 6, 3, 2, 1. That's 7, 3, 2, 1, 8, 3, 2, 1, 9, 3, 2, 1. That's 10. All right, other side. So elbow onto the knee, push through the hand, chest up nice and tall, flexing that arm, and off we go. 3, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 3, 2, 1, 6, 3, 2, 1, 7, 3 more, 3, 2, 1, 8, 3, 2, 1, 9. Last one, guys. 3, 2, and 1. That's 10. Awesome. All right. So from there, perhaps roll your shoulders, take a little moment, and then we'll go into our cow raise again. You should be getting 10 to 12-ish reps done in 45 seconds if the tempo is right. So onto your elbow, guys. A little crunchy, a little bit abs at the same time. Yeah, so getting ready. 45 seconds starting in 3, 2, and 1. Off we go. Nice. So just working through that. Nice, lift up and then slowly coming down. Nice work. You've got 15 seconds. Nice and controlled on the way down. Keep pushing through that supporting shoulder as well. And finishing the rep that you're on. Other side. Nice, getting ready and off we go. Nice, guys, keep working through it. Nice, you've got last 5, 4, 3. So perhaps finishing the rep that you're on. All right. So guys, we're going to go have a break. Grab yourself a drink. We are going to do windmills. That's what all that stuff at the start was getting us ready for. So the body's sort of ready for that lateral flexion, rotation, etc. Let's grab whatever you're going to use. Now, again, it might literally be a tennis ball, right? You guys know the drill coming down. It does help to have something in your hand. Even if in the gym you normally go heavy on this, having something in your hand, because it helps you, I think, even if it's a light weight, it helps you know where your hand is in space, because sometimes here it's a bit disorientating, right? So if you've just got something in your hand, it does help. So let's grab whatever you're using. The weight is in my right hand. I'm just going to straddle my legs, turn my opposite toe out, okay? So I'm now in this like straddle. I'm going to take my right hand up overhead, and then from here I'm going to be gliding this hand down the inside of the leg, all right? So getting ready, and off we go, coming down, roll that shoulder forwards, and then push the weight to the ceiling to unravel for 1. Coming down, rolling forwards, and pushing up, that's 2, down, and up for 3, glide down, roll forwards, and up, that's 4, down, and up, that's 5, down, remember really roll your shoulder forwards, pinky finger all the way around, and up, that's 6, keep the arms straight above you, don't let it push out to the side, especially as you come up. I think that's 7, do 3 more. Coming down, and up, that's 8, down, and up for 9, last 1, down, and up, that's 10. Right, other side. It's like full body prehab, really, isn't it? This shot, the windmills. Well, I like them actually. All right, so other side, guys, turn the opposite toe out. And then from here, off we go, coming down, roll your shoulder forwards, and pushing up for 1. So you might notice that the hamstrings at first and the adductors feel a little tight, and you just have to ease yourself deeper into it. That's 2, coming down, and up, that's 3, down, and up for 4, down, roll forwards, and up, that's 5, down, and up, that's 6, down, and up, that's 7, and up for 8, we've got 2 more. And up, that's 9, last one. And up, that's 10. All right, so guys, coming down with that arm. So now let's go into what we're going to do. If you have a quick look at me, guys, and this can be done kneeling or on in a plank, we're going to transition between a full plank and an elbow plank. So you'll come into a plank position and you go elbow, elbow, hand, hand. But then when you go the next time, so the first time I led with my right elbow, left elbow, right hand, left hand. On the next round, we'll go left elbow, left hand, right hand. So basically, you just change the leading hand each time. Sounds a bit confusing, all right? But we want to make sure we're not always pushing up with the same side first. Okay, so getting ready. And again, if you needed to, you could be in a kneeling plank and we could work here. Obviously, a lot easier on the knees, all right? So getting ready, 60 seconds just transitioning between the full plank and an elbow plank. And yeah, full plank and elbow plank. All right, so getting ready and off we go. So I know it can be a little bit coordination to try to switch between or switch the leading hand. Nice, guys. Just keep working through. You've got just over 30 seconds left. So try and keep those hips engaged as well. If you're in that full plank, guys, try not to stick your butt in the air like a downward facing dog, all right? Keep your tail tucked under. Nice, last 10 seconds. Last 3, 2, and 1, stopping there. Well done, guys. All right, so let's go back to our windmills again. So grabbing your weight that you're using, straddling your legs, turn the opposite toe out to the weight. Glide down. Now, you can either glide down, or if you are quite flexible, you want more rotation, then reach through the legs. Okay, kind of depends on your hamstrings a little bit. All right, so let's take that arm up overhead, and then off we go, coming down, rotate that pinky finger all the way around, and then pushing up for 1. Coming down, and up for 2. Now, you guys should know as well that we can bend that opposite leg a little if we need to. And then up, that's 3, down, and up for 4, down, and up, that's 5, we've got 5 more. Down, and up, that's 6, down, and up for 7, and up, that's 8, 2 more. And up for 9, last one, guys, coming down, and up, that's 10. All right, other side. So turn the toes out, weight overhead. All right, and then from there, again, gliding down, roll your shoulder in, and pushing up for 1. Down, and up, that's 2, down, and up for 3. So really roll the shoulder forwards, keep the arm as straight as possible. And then up, that's 4. And up for 5. And up, that's 6. And up for 7. And up, that's 8. You've got 2 more. And up, that's 9. And up for 10. All right, so guys, back onto the floor into that transition elbow to full plank. All right. So getting ready. Paul, it's quite weird. I can see myself in your TV. I can see it on, like, I can't see anyone else's, but I can see Paul's like got a multi-dimensional view here happening. All right, so guys, getting ready, 60 seconds, starting in 3, 2, and 1, off we go. Nice, just transitioning from that, keeping the hips nice and strong as well, and doing your best effort to alternate the leading arm on each round. Nice, guys. You've got just over 30 seconds left. Nice, guys. You've got last 10 seconds. Try and stay with me. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, stopping there. Well done, guys. All right, so what we're going to do actually, and kind of, I suppose, probably our last set, just looking at the time, is some lateral raise variations, okay? Now, this is where you will need a light weight, and for a lot of us, 1 kilo is literally going to be enough, or like even just the, like I said, the can if you've got it. Now, a lot of you do have equipment there. Cass has got like a full little gym like setup of weights. This is awesome. So guys, you might use a little weight plate with your thumb through the hole, or a weight, a dumbbell if you've got it. Now, what we're going to do is you're going to position yourself up against a wall. So hopefully you can see me. I'll come forward, but imagine my back is against a wall, right? And then I'm going to do a front lateral raise, and I'm going to hold out in front, irradiating for 3, 2, 1, come down, and we're going to do 5 like that. You're then going to keep the weight in the same hand, rotate to the side so your shoulder's against the wall, and then do a side lateral raise, 3, 2, 1, and coming down. We're going to do 5 and 5, change arms. We are then going to do 10 bent over lateral raises. So we're laterally raising from all different angles, yeah? We've got forwards, side, and then that backward squeezing the shoulder blades together. All right, we'll get through this like 2 times, all right? So let's grab the little weight that you're planning to use. Like, for example, I've got 3 kilos here, which will be challenging enough, I think, to do this exercise, all right? So my back is against the wall, and really the only reason you're using the wall is for posture, okay? So it's to stop my body kind of doing anything funky. And then from there, I'm going to take this arm out in front, irradiating tension, and hold it directly out in front of my shoulder for 3, 2, and 1, and then bring the arm slowly down. That's 1. Lift up and hold for 3, 2, and 1. That's 2. Lift and hold for 3, 2, and 1. That's 3. Lift and hold. Flex everything. 3, 2, and 1. That's 4. And lift and hold for 3, 2, and 1. That's 5. All right, keep the weight in the same hand. Rotate now so the shoulder's on the wall. Again, it's just for posture. And then let's take the weight out to the side and hold for 3, 2, and 1. That's 1. And again, lift and hold for 3, 2, and 1. That's 2. Lift and hold, 3, 2, and 1. That's 3. 2 more. 3, 2, and 1. That's 4. The last one, lift, 3, 2, and 1. That's 5. All right. Other arm. So back against the wall again. And off we go. Lift and hold. 3, 2, 1. That's 1. Lift and hold. 3, 2, 1. That's 2. 3, 2, 1. That's 3. We've got 2 more. 3, 2, 1. That's 4. 3, 2, rotate, shoulder against the wall, and off we go. 3, 2, 1. That's 1, 3, 2, 1, 2. Remember to flex, guys. So crush the dumbbell or the weight that you're using. That's 3, 3, 2, 1. That's 4. Last one. 3, 2, 1. That's 5. All right, so now weight or no weight. I often just prefer to do these unweighted. Remember the position here, hips back, my back needs to be nice and flat, because if I do it when I'm standing upright, it turns into upward traps, okay, and we don't want that. So you may want to pop your head against the wall. Let's go palms facing forward, so our shoulders are in external rotation, and then you're just going to squeeze your shoulder blades together, hold, and then coming slowly down. And you're going to work through 45 seconds of that, guys. So it should feel a little bit like the retracting we did at the start with the hands behind the head, squeezing these shoulders together. All right, so just hold a second or two at the top. Really own that top position and flex the space between your shoulder blades. And if you notice that your head is jutting in and out, that's where you may want to pop your head against the wall just to keep that alignment and keep it nice and strong and not getting into the neck at all. Nice, guys. We've got about 10 seconds left of this. Nice, guys. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, so let's go back to our front lateral raise. So we're going to take the back up against the wall again, grabbing your weights, whichever you're using. Nice, guys. So let's go, getting ready, and back against the wall, and off we go. Lift up in front and hold for 3, 2, and 1, and coming down, that's 1. Lift up, 3, 2, 1, that's 2, 3, 2, 1, that's 3, 3, 2, 1, that's 4, 3, 2, 1, that's 5. Rotate, same arm, and off we go, guys. 3, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 3, 2. Make sure the arm is straight. That's 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 5. Awesome. Other arm. So back against the wall again, and off we go. 3, 2, 1. That's 1. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5. Little spin, shoulder against the wall, and out to the side. 3, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 3, 2, 1. That's 4. Last one, guys. 3, 2, and 1. That's 5. Awesome work. Right, last set of these lateral raises, bent over lateral raises. Grabbing weight if you found it too easy unweighted, but you can really just irradiate loads of tension here, all right? So getting ready, guys. Starting, and off we go. So coming up, really squeeze those shoulder blades together and own that top position. Don't just bounce in and out of the top. Holding for anywhere 1 to 3 seconds at the top, just squeezing those shoulder blades together. Feel like you're in control of that movement, coming down slowly. You should get about sort of 10 reps done in the time that I give you. Really retracting, keep your chin tucked and your neck in a nice neutral position. The rain is finally here after that lovely weekend. Nice, guys, you've got 10 seconds left. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, stopping there. Awesome work. All right, guys, so just roll your shoulders a couple of times, maybe a couple of elbow circles like we did at the start. And then for today's little stretch to finish off, let's actually go into a thoracic kind of or a flexion of the spine. So let's just wrap the arms behind the legs and just tuck the tail and press back between that space between your shoulder blades. So sometimes I really try and make this about the spine, but what I'd quite like you to do is really try and separate your scapulars and get that stretch in between your shoulder blades. So that is your rhomboids and your mid to lower traps stretching when we really round out that upper back and press back into it. And just take a couple of nice deep breaths in that position. Just breathing into that C-shaped spine. We'll do a couple of rounds of breath here, then we will just come down and do a little cobra pose or whatever to lift, or an upward dog to take a little back bend. So just a couple more breaths here. Nice, guys. So let's slowly come out of there, and then just for our little mini kind of back bend, couple of options. So come down, start in what we would call a Sphinx pose. So my elbows are underneath my shoulders and my hands are out in front. Give your hips here a little wiggle, just to relax them a bit, okay? So lower back and hips are relaxed. And now option number 1, staying in the Sphinx pose, pulling the shoulders back and just lifting your chest, okay? If you want a bit of a stronger stretch, leave your hands exactly where they are and then just straighten your arms, okay? If you want it stronger again, then come more to like what we did at the start. Slide the hands back and then lift yourself up, looking up into an upward facing dog. So you can choose any of those options. Sphinx, elbows on the floor, leave your hands, straighten your arms, or slide your hands back underneath your armpits, push yourself into a full upward dog. So up to you guys. Just take a breath or 2 in that position. And then once you've done that, guys, just roll yourself back into child's pose. Take a couple of breaths here, stretching out the lower back. And once you've done that, we are finished for today. Thank you, guys. It was good to see you. Hope everyone's well. Just lost someone. I'm not sure who it was. Who chose?